students, today's agenda is to check homework. We'll be learning application transformations and you will be able to do 7.11. Today, students will be able to apply transformations to real-life problems. And in the previous lesson, we learned a little bit of what functions represent and the transformations of those functions, okay? How are they being transformed? And so in here, it says Tanya has $600 and saves $200 a month. Okay, write a function. So in here, we're gonna put f of x, which is everything that she usually does. That's representing the function. F of x represents what she usually does. Okay, and so in here it says that she saves $200 a month, but she also had $600 before. And if you put this in here, that's okay, but usually the constant goes at the end. Okay, I decided to cut it because we're going to be needing it with the other word problems. And again, this is usually what we have. It's like our original function. Okay, so Tanya finds a $100 bill on the ground while walking. Write this as a function. So basically, what that means is that she will have the money that she usually has. Again, this represents what she usually has, plus the $100 that she found. And for this homework, that's all you have to do. Of course, if they ask you to evaluate, you replace this f of x by the function, what is equivalent to that f of x, and just add the 100 on the right. For now, all you have to do is represent what the function is, the new function. Okay, for the next one, it says, suppose that Tanya saves half as much per month as she intended. Write this as a function. So now, again, it says half as much per month. That's going to be f of 1/2 x. Why? Because it's half as much per month. Okay, it affects how much she saves per month. How much she saves per month, which is from the original $200 a month. Now it's going to be half per month. Okay, I'm going to keep this one in here. Number 4. Tanya has to spend an extra 150 once. Write this as a function. Maybe she has to spend some money, emergency money that she didn't expect to spend. So it's going to be whatever she usually does, but one time she's going to subtract 150. Okay? Again, when it's $100 one amount, or it refers to the total amount of money, then it goes outside. If it refers to the money she saves per month, it goes inside of the parentheses, just as we learned in the previous lesson. Okay, the next one says, suppose Tanya doubles the amount she saves per month. Again, doubles, and it's the money per month. Okay, so in this case, it's going to be f of 2x. That's all you have to write. Okay, let's go with the next one. For number 6, it says, if Tanya falls behind 6 months on her savings, how would you write the function? Again, we have to check if it's in reference, falls behind, in reference to the months or in reference to all the money that she has. If it's in reference to the months, then again it's going to be inside of the parentheses. And falling behind es atrasarse. Atrasarse 6 meses. Okay, so it's going to be f of x minus 6. Okay, she fall behind 6 months. Okay, this is the last one. Suppose that Tanya uses rubles instead of dollars. Rubles are 30 to $1. Write the function. So basically, if you go to another country and $1 is worth so much money, all you have to do is multiply whatever money you have, whatever money Tanya has, times the value of the money. Okay, in this case it's 30 rubles for every dollar. All you do is multiply 30 times all the function. Okay, so now that we finish, this is what you have to do for your homework. On the first one, you're just going to represent with the whole function. On the other ones, you're just showing the transformation. But I just want to take the moment in case you come across, or if you're using these once you're in college, so that you can get more examples of how to represent it already simplified. Okay, so let's go back to the first exercises. If you don't need it anymore, you can just stop the video and start doing your homework. Okay, so basically in here, the way it works is that if they ask you, okay, how much or how would that be represented? So f of x plus 100 equals, this means copy the function. Again, you don't have to do this for your homework, but copy the function as it is and add the $100. This is back to the when she found the $100 bill. So copy the function as it is, 200x plus 600, and then just bring this over, plus 100. Then just simplify by combining like terms, and so that's equals to 200x plus 700. Okay, again, if they ask you to bring this notation down, sometimes they do, you bring it down. That's just part of the notation. For the next one, suppose that Tanya saves half as much as per month. Then remember from the previous lesson that what you're doing is taking out the x and putting a parenthesis in there, and that's going to be replaced by this parenthesis. Okay, so it's 200 parenthesis instead of the x plus 600. Okay, and this is 200. The parenthesis again is going to be replaced in here, and so it's going to be 1/2 x. So bring it down, 1/2 x plus 600. When we have a fraction, we put it over 1 and we multiply straight. If you remember from the modules, 200 times 1 is 200, 1 times 2 is 2. Bring down the x and bring down the 600. After that, we divide. 200 divided by 2 is 100, x plus 600. So if you notice, she's now going to be saving $100 per month plus the 600 that she started with. And that's what this is saying. Tanya saves half as much per month, right? Number 4. So in here, it says copy the function as is. F of x is 200x plus 600. 200x plus 600 minus the 150 that she has to spend once. Again, remember that if you need to bring down this function, do it. Depends if they ask you or not, okay? Just ask your teacher or professor if they want it in there. 600 minus 150 is 450. Okay, number 5. Suppose that Tanya doubles the amount she saves per month. Again, in here, it's inside of the parentheses. So what are you going to do? Get the function, but when we get to x, put a parenthesis. 200 parentheses plus 600. And whatever is inside of the parentheses, we bring it in there to the parentheses. We multiply. 200 times 2x is 400x plus 600. So this is the money that she has. This is how much she will be saving each month. Okay? You can see that it makes sense. She was going to save 200 per month. If she decides to do that twice as much, then or double that, it's 400 per month instead. Again, if they ask you to bring down the notation, you can do so, okay, instead of like this. Number 6, if Tanya falls behind 6 months, again, write it as it is. 200 x is a parenthesis plus 600. The parentheses, we bring that in there. X minus 6. And in here we have to use distributive property. So it's 200 times x is 200x. 200 times negative 6 is negative 1200 plus 600, and so this is 200x, and you're gonna start with negative 600. Okay, again, if you have to bring down the notation, just make sure that you bring it down. The reason for which I'm doing it at the end is so that you don't get confused, because a lot of people say, where does that come from? This is just part of the notation to see what transformation is taking place. Okay, this is about the rubles, and so when you have the function f of x right there, it just means copy it and then do whatever the number outside says. Sometimes it says add something or multiply by something. In this case, bring down the original 200x plus 600, and you're going to multiply. That's why you need the parentheses, and bring over the 30. Okay, since it's on the left of the function, you need to put it on the left and then do distributive property. This is 30 times 200x. That's going to be 6,000x. 30 times 600. And let me show you a trick. All you have to do is, since it's all zeros, you just say 3 times 6 is 18. Count the zeros from both, 1, 2, 3. And that's how many zeros you are going to put in here. Nothing else to simplify, but that's how much Tanya is going to get if she goes to a place where they have rubles. And so again, you can just bring down the notation 30f of x. That's all for this video. Don't forget that if you have learned something new, subscribe, give it a thumbs up, share this video, turn on your notification bell, and thank you for your support. Now you're able to do 7.11. Have fun and love math, because math loves you.